Welcome back, welcome back. How's it going? Just editing the thumbnail, getting everything ready. Let's see if it worked. Doesn't look like it. Hold on. Refresh. We're gonna play some ranked seasons today. Trying to get back to World Series, trying to break out of a slump. I don't think it worked. Current thumbnail, yes, that's fine. Save it. There we go. Alright, let's finish up this run. Home run, what's it called? Challenge of the week? Yeah. Let's see if this chat's working today. Live chat, there we go. Thanks for stopping by. Let me know how the sound is. I can once again turn it up. I'm probably going to sit around right here. The AC's really loud today. And that's over. Alright, let's see what the lineup looks like today. We just got Albert Bell last night, so he's going to be batting 6th for me, playing left field, which means Duke Snyder is out of the lineup because I don't like hitting with him. Just didn't feel comfortable with him. Larry Doby's still on the bench, and we got Johnny Bench, Frank Thomas on the bench. So capable guys off the bench, some speed as well. We got a new guy. Matt Latos is gone. He's no longer in the rotation. Brett Saberhagen might come in for Jack Morris eventually. And we need to fix this bullpen. Actually, Jake McGee's probably going to stay in there, so... Let's see, he's going to come out. Who am I missing? Iglesias? That's fine, I guess. And DudeFood is batting 7th for me. The silver version. And I might just keep him in there. We're going to see how it goes. I want to grind some innings with him, so why not? Alright, we got some golds on this team, but it's Encarnacion, Cruz, Boer, Gary Sanchez, and then Didi and Gordon are okay, but the rest of those golds and silvers are all pretty good. Off the end of the bat. Squared it up though. It was a good pitch. Just off the plate. That's exactly where you gotta throw that one. What's up, Dan? Why isn't this working? Welcome back. Playing a mostly gold and silver team. A couple of diamonds. Anibal Sanchez on the bump. And we're trying to climb out of wild card today. Climb as far as we can. No more challenge mode. Challenge mode did not work out for me yesterday. Let me know about the sound. This is about where I want to sit with the mic. So if it's too low. And then also I've got some music on in the background, so just let me know if it's too loud or whatever. What's up, Radamis? Welcome back. Challenge mode was I was trying to. Where is the ball? That ball was not on the PCI. I was trying to use analog hitting and then retro view for hitting. There's a pitch I should have hit, but yeah, I got wrecked both of those games. But yesterday was because I was pitching poorly, and I realized afterwards I was talking too much and then not focusing, so I was throwing a lot of fastballs for no reason. So today I'm going to lay off the fastball a little bit more. Yeah, today we're going to go 6-0. That's what I'm feeling today. I don't foresee any losses today. We had some fun yesterday. We messed around. Hitting ended up being okay at the end, but like that pitching was just bad. So I'm not throwing fastballs for strikes today. I'm going cheese mode.
No balls, 2 strikes.
But once again, let me know about the sound. We got some music on in the background today. AC's on right behind me, so just let me know. I want to adjust it as soon as possible if there's any issues. There's a pitch. Just got this Nolan Ryan yesterday as well. We got Nolan Ryan, we got who else did we get? Picked up Albert Bell. He's batting 7th for us today, or 6th. This is not Immortal Ryan, this is Diamond Ryan. I still have no Immortal pitchers just yet. I haven't finished any what's it called? Career arcs for the starters, other than like Morris and Saberhagen. The first round of career arcs I did finish, but not the second round of pitchers. Right now I'm working on Breakout Nen. So Rob Nen is going to be my next guy because I want to work the bullpen first and then move from there. This is Diamond Ryan. I want to say he's 88 overall, something around there. This is Diamond Ryan. It's the middle one in the Immortal program. Ooh, good pitch. Jammed me. But Stargell can hit that pitch. If you're looking for it inside, he's got a really good swing on inside pitches. There's a swing. Albert Bell's got this little hitch in his swing where his hands come up or something like that. Yeah, they come way up. And then he drops them down like a hammer. So if you can time it up, it's nice. He seems like he hits line drives. Not bad, not bad. He's got great numbers against righted, great stats, great ratings. I always get mixed up between ratings and stats, but good ratings against right-handed pitching. And then not bad against lefties either, but not amazing. That's not good, Dude Food. This is Silver Dude Food today. We're trying to level up the second baseman. So pretty much until I get up to probably World Series or Championship Series, I'm going to be using this silver guy. Coming from a decent BR run, 12-1, lost 13-2. Wait, so you went 11-1 or something, and then got that last win? That's crazy though. Oh shoot, never mind. You got the 20 wins. PS3. Never mind. That's pretty good. You got a diamond. Who'd you get? Ooh.
One ball, two strikes.
Diamond Votto, not bad.
Trying to count 2-2.
Well, let's see if we can waste him right here. Not the curveball. Okay, that's fine. But the curveball keeps hanging up a little bit, even on decent releases. 20 wins with flashback Sabathia. Is that a good one? Is that the... I don't remember. Like a 92 overall. Oh, I guess it's different now. Still live in the last gen. The Show 18 only on PS4. That's correct. He's on PS3. He's on 2016. He's still playing 2016. But you are correct. 2018 is only on PS4. PS3, the last game that they had was actually 2016. And I was playing PS3 that time too. So I transitioned from PS3 to PS4 just a couple of years ago at the end of 2016. Got a PS4 on Black Friday. That's pretty deep. That's off the wall. Good swing from Nolan Ryan. If only we had someone on ahead of him, but he squared that baseball up. God dang it. I also have about 200 packs to rip on 2017, so I'm gonna do that sometime. Man, he was so close to going yard. In a different field, it might have been. I hit a home run with rookie Alex Wood, but it was on rookie last night. I was grinding for Bell for a long time, and he put a charge into one. Yeah, I was up late last night grinding for Bell, so that's why I'm wearing glasses today, because my eyes were super bloodshot by the time I was done with it. I just played video games all day yesterday. That's basically what I'm going to do for the next 2 weeks. Your average increased dramatically since you watched the plate discipline. That is awesome. Do you know the numbers of how it changed? Just for curiosity, and so I can take credit. But that's awesome though. Because I know we were talking about it last night or yesterday afternoon when we were finishing up. What the heck? Bogus. You're betting 214 on show 17 online play. You win yard with Syndergaard. Very nice. See, the thing is, ooh, oh no! What? He tagged him though. Bogus. This This inning has been a train wreck. Yeah, Dan. I don't know after yesterday if I can believe anything you say now. I just don't know. It's like the boy who cried wolf. 287, not bad. Not bad at all. Nice. Double play. Can I hit 500-foot home runs? Who, me or Dan? No, Dan. Dan. Dan's next Colby Ray. Do you guys know who Colby Ray is? Ken Griffey Jr. Is that his second home run today? Nah, it's not going to be enough. Welcome back, Flatwoods. Congrats on hitting 600. But if you guys haven't seen Colby Ray, he was in the Facebook group a while ago, and he used to put his sliders all the way up. So he would hit like 700-foot home runs. And then he would post about it, and then everybody would get mad. And then I think at one point he like started bashing people. So then he got kicked from the group, but it was kind of funny. He's a legend in the Facebook group. This Albert Bell had some good swings in the first inning. Let's see if we can get a nice pitch here. Oh, that would have been the one. I left the PCI over the middle though. Thought it was going to break like a curveball.
2 balls, 1 strike. Count. Count is 3-1.
DudeFood on the bench today is silver DudeFood. Not good. Try to get a home run farther than Colby Ray. Did he accomplish it? I would guess you have to put all the sliders up and then go to Coors Field, play with an Immortal or something like that. Although I don't know if anybody like that has 125 power in offline modes, so it might not be possible. Not locating that sinker much. This Nolan Ryan, it's a Diamond Nolan Ryan that I picked up yesterday. He doesn't have great control. Didn't even get 600 feet. What? Was it this year though? Or did he try to do it last year? Because I mean, the power's a lot different. ERA is average, right around 297. That's pretty good. ERA is 5. 297 is excellent. That's not average. Well, maybe for the game, but I don't know. But 297 is very good.
I got the count. 0-2.
Honestly, if your ERA is under 4, you're probably good. 5 is not good. 5 is going to lose you a lot of games, unless you score like 6 runs a game, but there's only like 5 or 10 people that are doing that this year. Last year was a ton of people just crushing everything, but this year there's only a select few at the top that are actually getting some. Last year when Colby Ray got the 701, gotcha. The other thing is last year at the beginning of the year, that's dumb. They were tracking home runs for the projected distance, I think, and then they stopped doing that, like at some point during the year. So even if you were like hitting 701 or whatever at the beginning, like they changed the tracking distance. It felt like, it could be wrong, but I thought they changed it in the middle of the year. So even though Colby Ray was doing it at the beginning of the year, it probably would have been impossible for anybody to do it afterwards. There we go. We did put the PCI on that one. That sucks, right ahead of the pitcher too. They still do that on the road to the show. True. That makes sense. If you can boost your guy with equipment and all that kind of stuff. Nolan Ryan's 2 for 2. If you can boost your guy with equipment, then you could probably get up to the 125 power and all that stuff. That would be pretty cool. Someone on Facebook just posted asking about how they can control the PCI better in the center of the zone. And I suggested to wrap the analog stick in rubber bands. I haven't tried it, but if you guys are having trouble with that, and you have rubber bands lying around, which I don't, give that a shot. Let me know how it goes. 450, very nice. Ooh, get up. There's a swing. It might be off the wall, though. Good enough. Let's see if we can score this guy from third. Who else can keep running, too? He's going to go third. All right. 2-run triple. 4-0. Go back, go back. Triple for me. My prediction today is that we're going to go 6-0. Yesterday I threw too many fastballs, and that's why we kept losing. Today we are not going to mess around with fastballs. We're just going to throw bogus pitches all day. Get these guys to chase. Good throw, though. That's a good throw. Create a player in Diamond Dynasty? Yes, you should. And especially in 2016, it's a lot easier to create the player. If you have some stubs lying around, you can feed the guy pretty easy. And it's definitely worth it to have them. Like, they're just so... Ooh, beautiful catch. Beautiful catch. They're just so good that you can't get much better at certain positions. And he moves around, especially in 2016. You just make one created player, you feed him, and then you can move him around wherever you want. How much is Kershaw? I do not know. I started feeding my exchanges yesterday, so hopefully by the end of the week I'll have the exchanges done that I want to do, and then I'll be able to get some starting pitching. You know, I don't know if I need to do starting pitching because I'm going for the Immortals, but it might be worth it anyway for the time being. Like, I'm not going to get the Immortals anytime soon. How much for PS3? I'm going to let him go to third. There's 2 outs. And he's got his pitcher coming up next. He might pinch hit, though. Yep. Yeah, even better. Created player in 2016. It's a little bit tougher now because of the grind, which I'm doing for the second time because I have a shortstop. I feel like his animations, or he just is a little slow sometimes, so it's kind of frustrating. But for the most part, he's been fine. There's a fastball. I should not have messed with that, but I did. Do you guys want a better song in the background? Oh. Alright, let me see if I can go back to the Creator Studio, open a new tab. Finagling. There's a swing. Just short, off the end of the bat. To the deepest part of the yard. Maybe not the deepest in this one, but pretty deep. Didn't notice there was a song. Oh. I'm trying to drown out the AC noise in the background, which is why I have music playing, but if you can't hear it, that's fine. Still have the show 14, 15, 16, 17. I have the show 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's not true, actually. I don't think I have 11, but I do have all the rest of them. The first show I played was 2008. My cousin had it for his PS3, and I would go to his house and play it with him. That was the first time I played the show. But the first one I owned was 2010. Probably got it in like 2012. And then first time I played online was like 2012, I think. Well, what's up, King Tomato Head? How's it going? Ooh, dirty. Why am I wearing glasses? I was up late grinding for Albert Bell last night. And when I went to bed and took off my contacts, my eyes were bloodshot. So, and it wasn't just like bloodshot, but it was also like there was like stuff on the outside. Not the outside, but like I don't know how to explain it. Like the edge of the contacts, there was some redness. So I wanted to give my eyes a rest today. Got the show 14 on PS3, you got a PS4 on 15. 15 on PS4. Nice, nice. Let's see. Played the show 14 for about 2 years, but only Road to the Show. Wow. Got bored and got 16. I played Road to the Show a ton in... There's a quit. There's a W. Played Road to the Show a ton for 2010. I think it was. It was so much fun, man. The first guy I ever made, he was like Hall of Fame, 99 everything, blah, blah, blah. All that kind of stuff. But for some reason, after that, I just struggled to like make a good Road to the Show player. I don't know what happened. Oh, man. I could have got there. That's pretty good. We got one game in. Well, let's go right back to it. Flatwoods, you were catching up to me, so I have to win some more games. I'm sorry. 14 had no online, true. Probably at the time. I don't know how soon they close their servers. I would guess it's like 2 years after. Radamis, do you know how soon they're gonna close 16? Like, are they gonna kill the servers for 16 by the time the next one comes out? They might not, just because it's like the last game on the PS3. They might just keep 16 up for a while. I think that would make sense, but we'll see. All right, this guy's got some live series diamonds, but he does not have Vlad, so he does not have Trout either. So that's probably who he's waiting on. Is there a competition between DudeFood and Flatwoods? Yeah, hopefully they keep it up. I would imagine that's realistic that they could do that. That they would just keep 2016 live for a while. Probably once they drop the PS5 in a couple years, then they'll probably kill it. It's just that it's not like Call of Duty, I guess, where they just keep the lives. Oh, this guy's a World Series player. I think Call of Duty, they like still have a lot of servers up for past games. But I'm not sure that the show has the resources, SDS has the resources to do that. Flatwoods is climbing, man. He's climbing. There's a swing. Get up, please. No. Trying to go to the shortest part of the yard, too. Almost had it. They still make money with the stubs, yeah. I just don't know that they have the resources to, not just the money part of it, but the manpower and the monitoring of the servers themselves. Getting better doing your practice video? Nice. I did want to give something to you guys for a way to practice that's not like overwhelming. Like, some people feel like they need to practice like 3 hours a day to be good, but I just think that there's a quick way to do it where if you're targeting your practice properly, then it doesn't take as long. That goes for sports as well. In real life, I mean. They cut the stubs by 50%. Oh, you're saying they even make stubs from the PS3 game? on 2016. I see what you're saying. I thought you were saying that they make stubs for like the newer games, that they're making enough money for it to be kept alive. But if you're saying that, makes more sense. Honestly, what I was saying did not make sense. So they're still making stubs off of PS3, which makes sense that they would keep it around. I mean, that's their biggest indicator. As soon as like people stop spending stubs on PS3, then you're right. If they dropped it by 50%, that might be a bad indicator for you. Oh, bad pitch. Flat was, I was looking at your Universal profile the other day. I didn't realize that you had played so few games. Because I thought you were like, I thought you had played a lot of games and just got frustrated or something, and things like that. But I didn't realize that you didn't really have a chance to climb yet. So I know you got frustrated from hitting, but hopefully with just like a little bit of confidence, then you'll be able to like play those games and see how it goes. Because that's another big thing. Like I said in my video, that playing a ton of games doesn't help you get better. But there is like a certain amount of games that you should play, so you can like, I don't know, test things out, learn the intricacies for yourself. Because no matter how much like I talk about, it's not the same as actually playing the games. Was he stealing? I think he was. But hopefully with some confidence, then all of a sudden it'll turn on for you, because you're already climbing. What a pick. Should I play more or keep grinding? Yeah, that's where I'm at sometimes too. The main thing for me is that I hate going back and forth and switching lineups around, but I did that the last couple days and it wasn't as painful as I thought it would be. I was just being lazy. So I got Albert Bell done last night, working on Breakout Nen, or whatever Nen card that is. Yeah, the good thing is that they've addressed it, SDS. They've told us that they know that it's a big thing. They wanted to put it in the game this year. He quit. All right. He's a World Series player. I don't know what he was doing. Why do you get so frustrated? All right. Anyway, we're back to the division series. That's 2 wins. The prediction for today is 6 wins and 0 losses. That would get us to championship series. What was I saying? Working on Nen. Glasses are doing the trick. Yes, sir. Honestly, glasses, I hate wearing glasses. They just give me a headache and stuff. And a lot of times, I don't have the right depth perception or something. It just feels different than wearing contacts, so sometimes it hurts my gaming as well, but today it's been good so far. We will accredit it. If I go 6-0 with glasses, I'm probably going to wear glasses the rest of the week, honestly. It is more convenient, probably better for my eyes too, not to stick contacts in my eyes every day till like 3 a.m. That would probably be a smart idea. What was I saying? Something about Rob Nen going back and forth. Oh, so the lineups they talked about at SDS during some live streams at the beginning of 18. They said that, you know, they have tried to work on it, and it wasn't a priority for them. They wanted to get other stuff done with the gameplay, whatnot. But I would anticipate they will have it for next year. I think they will have it for next year. A program tracker would also be pretty nice. Do I like minor league parks? I never choose minor league parks. Never ever. I don't know. Like, some of them are nice. I won't say that they're ugly or anything. Like, this is a very nice looking ballpark. I just never choose them. Wow. That was about 417. 103 off the bat. That's why you play here, man. If you're a pitcher first, you wanna play at these big ballparks. Personally, I just pick Great American Ballpark, stick to it. That's where I have the most success. Some of them are really nice. Like, look at that mountain. They did some good work on the backgrounds this year.
2 balls, 1 strike.
There was one park, I don't remember which one it is, but it's like in Arizona or something, where it's got,
Count is 3 and 1.
what's it called? I don't remember, but it's like those tan mountains. Like a canyon, I think. Like some kind of canyon in the background. And if you play during the daytime, then blue skies and everything, you can't see the ball if you throw a lefty. If the guy throws a lefty against you, which really sucked. Which happened to me a couple times.
Oh, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
It doesn't have the board. Yeah, the batter's eye. Exactly. The frustrating thing is that even some of the ballparks with batter's eye, there's still issues. Like, of course, we know that if you play like certain daytime, for instance, if you're playing guaranteed rate field in the evening and you don't have overcast, then there's some shadows and some like bright light on the backdrop, so it's hard to see. But at other times, there are just ballparks where like there's the batter's eye, and then there's like some what's it called? Some stands, some seating around those areas. So there's people wearing white shirts or whatever. And if you're throwing someone like Chris Sale, I remember a couple years ago, his hand comes all the way around, and it would actually go in front of some of the people sitting in the outfield, and you couldn't see the ball. So that was frustrating as well. Miami roof closed. It's a good pick. You don't use big league parks in 16. That's interesting. That they have better batter's eyes. Best way to get walks for grinding? What are you grinding? Best way to get walks is if you're looking for a particular player to get walks. Wait till someone gets to 3-0. Just don't swing, first of all. If you're just trying to get walks, don't swing. If someone gets to 3-0, then you sub that dude in for him. What's up, JB Jiggy? How was work? So that can help if you're just subbing the dude in. If you're trying to get walks during a game, I would play like All-Star or Hall of Fame. Try to find a team that has bad pitching, like the White Sox or something. Miami's probably up there too. Guys that don't have much control. And just put the controller down. You can probably get 5 walks in a game just by putting the controller down. You can fight with 2 strikes because sometimes, like on a full count or something, they'll just throw a pitch right down the middle and you're like, okay, well, I was never going to walk on that. But it's also tough because sometimes you start swinging at stuff on the corners to try to foul it off, but it would have been a walk if you hadn't swung. So just keep an eye out for that. But I like to just put the controller down. I just didn't realize they had walks for any of them, for any of the grinds. I know, like, Chris Carter has some walks. Or he has like 1 walk and an RBI. But I didn't realize in general that they have much. Ooh, there you go. Mike Piazza got the leadoff double. That was unexpected. Let's see if we can pull this ball on the ground. Ah, Deaza. Center field walk and stolen base. Yeah, in that case, you could even play on rookie because stolen bases are just easier on rookie, I think. But yeah, if you want to try to go 3-0, just put the controller down for every single batter and then sub him in. You can try to do that. You could try to bat him leadoff and try to get him, just put the controller down, see if he gets walked in the first at bat, and then try to steal on the next pitch. There's a few ways to do that one, I guess. You thinking about trying to do Griffey? I mean, Griffey's definitely worth it. It's just about the amount of time that you want to put in. Honestly, how often do I walk? Not often. When I get to the higher levels, I'll walk a little bit more, but when I'm still climbing to like championship series, I just swing at everything. You really want Snyder? Okay. I mean, a lot of people love Snyder, but personally, I don't like his swing. For some reason, I just miss pitches with him. If you have a chance to try out his swing and stuff, try that first. If you do want him, but I just think that your team's good enough. If you're trying to go Vlad, your team's probably going to be good enough without him. But from a pure ratings, defensive, and all that kind of stuff, Snyder's great. So, I mean, if I were you, I would just spend my time trying to grind rank seasons. I just don't know if he's going to be a significant upgrade over the guys that you already have or will be getting on the road to Vlad. Because your team's pretty good. For sure. But of course, if it's up, what you want to do. I just know that you're like in between. If you want to grind or maybe don't want to grind, that's just kind of my input. But it's your call for sure. Good play. See that reaction time right there? I don't feel like I was getting that kind of reaction. It was just like a half a step faster than my shortstop playing at second base, which sometimes is a big deal. So I just think that's honestly really the only thing that the difference between the shortstop and second base creative player is going to be for me. How much is it going to save? Not much maybe, but there is some kind of difference there. He's out. Ooh, yanked it. Yup. Where was that pitch? Pretty much down the middle.
What do you got?
I'm pretty sure I swung at that one. Let me know what you guys want to see more out of these streams. I've been playing ranked seasons a lot recently on stream. If you're cool with that, I'm cool with that. We will definitely do some more user or some chat games in the coming days. And we've also done some battle royale, some events as well. If you guys want to see something more specific that I haven't done yet, or if I have just done a little bit and you'd like to see more of it, just let me know. As the year is ending, I won't be doing as many videos the way that I've been doing them, like the hitting tips and all that kind of stuff. Love ranked in BR for sure. I won't be doing those same kind of videos the way I've packed in. I packed in like a few months ago, right? I was doing like 2 videos a week for those kind of tips. All right, Mike Schmidt. Not Mike Schmidt. Mike Piazza. He's had some good swings today. I won't be doing those same videos just because, number one, I think I've talked about most of what I wanted to talk about. There are still a few topics that I mentioned that I will be going into the rest of the week and beyond. But for the most part, I've talked about most of what I wanted to talk about. So there's just not as much content remaining for me to talk about during the rest of the year. So that's the first thing. And then of course with school, there's gonna be less time for it, but regardless, I would have put the time in if I had more to talk about. So if you guys have specific stuff you want to talk about, I know someone talked about a batting clutch video with 2 outs, so that's going to be coming out soon. Got a couple more topics, but if anybody else has video topics they want to see as well, let me know. Or like a video series even, because I've tried a couple like random things, like swing reviews and whatever. Those didn't get many views, and I'm not going to try to push it if it's not like interesting at all. But if there's like a video series that you guys want to see, I can definitely look into that. That's deep. Not quite enough. It's probably about 405. Let's see, is he gonna change his pitcher? Nope. And I'll be asking throughout the week, so if you've already heard the spiel, that's fine. I will be bringing it back up depending on who's in the chat throughout the rest of the week. And I have a couple ideas for trying to expand the channel as well. I appreciate your guys' presence, and as long as one person's in the chat, I'm always going to be streaming, so that's fine. But in terms of growing the channel, I'll probably be putting a little bit of effort into that this week as well. Do I ever drop into other streams? I do. Usually some of the smaller streams. I haven't been in the big ones because I don't know if that's super useful. But I'm in Stove Nasty's chat whenever he's there. Easy8 and Sparky. Sparky's getting pretty big. I'm in there once in a while. But yeah, I haven't been to like, for some reason I've never been available at the same time as Casual Gamer. And I think I've only been to one or two of his streams, but I've been popping in and out from some of these guys. Turbo, Razor Sharp, he just started a stream as well. He's pretty good player. Yeah, I was in his stream last week, or before that or something. Apparently, I think Razor Sharp was the one who's like a top-rated directional hitter or something, which is interesting. But when I was in there, he was hitting with PCI, so I don't know. Maybe he's a different guy. Definite series. Ooh, just missed it. I like hitting that pitch too. There should be a Definitiva series for normal swing, contact swing, and power swing. Could you elaborate on that? Just like when to use it, how to use it, what it does, that kind of thing? Just in general. Take it from there. Let me open up my video ideas document. That's not right. I should probably pitch first. Okay, I keep writing drove instead of drive. That's not gonna help. Nice pitch. Alright. That was a long pitch from second base, too. So, shortstop has not been doing that either, so that's interesting. So I guess that's another advantage to having a good second baseman. Alright. Let me open up my document. Video ideas. Tutorial would be cool. I mean, a video where you only power swing, only contact, and where you normal swing, something like a challenge mode. Okay, I see. Yeah, I could throw in a couple ideas about when to do each of them. And it sounds like it's just kind of a research-based, like, let's just see what happens kind of thing. That would be interesting. I could definitely do that moving forward. There could probably be a good few videos just doing some research on that. A video on PCI movement and lack thereof. Ooh. Griffey looked like he was about to wipe out at first base. Okay, so PCI movement, lack thereof. So how would you want me to do it? Small movements for you, definitely. How would you want me to talk about it so that it's significantly different from the not pitching to corners video? Obviously, it's a different focus, so that's the main thing. But what should I talk about? Like how to do it? Maybe what pitches to get better results with contact swing. I see. There's also an interesting dynamic of which batters to use contact swing, because like with Immortals you can actually hit home runs. I've hit a couple of home runs on contact swing with Immortals, and I don't often use contact swing, so that was interesting for me. I know. I know you watched them all. That's why I'm asking you specifically, because I know you know what's in there, and it's just hard sometimes to see from the inside perspective. So I want to make sure that like if I take your video idea that I just don't accidentally redo what I've already talked about. So what perspective do you think I could look at it from? Like, so the small movements, lack of PCI movement, and I should look at it from the perspective of the batter and how to do it or why to do it, because that's true. I didn't really talk about the difference between covering the outside part of the plate, or like the borders of the plate, versus trying to cover the center of the plate. I think I like touched on it like through the discipline video and through some of the other videos, but you're right, I haven't gone into really focusing on the offensive side of really keeping the PCI in the center. Batter over moving the PCI. Okay. I will definitely add both of those to the videos. Alright. I'm thinking about doing a video on a best budget lineup. I don't know if it's really worth it at this point of the year, but I still could do that. Batters moving PCI too much. And the other one is, I'm just going to say research on, no, I'm going to say trying power, normal, contact swings and their results. I find that leaving the PCI helps a lot in the middle, then you don't have to chase. Absolutely. And it's just like people throw that pitch so often until you get to like 950. You're going to get hangers all game long. Meter pitching versus analog. That might be a video. I will definitely do that. I was going to say that might be a video where I have someone on to talk about it. Meter pitching versus analog. Because I just don't have enough experience with meter pitch or with the analog pitching. But I think there are definite advantages to meter pitching and definite strengths. It's just not the same. I was watching Cardinal Bird's video on analog hitting yesterday, and he was talking about how there's no longer an advantage to analog hitting. Because I was remembering too, like a lot of people used to use analog hitting for online play. But it's just not, there's no advantage to it anymore. Because it was hard, especially with stride. It was definitely hard, but there was also a payoff for it. But that's just not the case anymore. I changed my cap stance again. I changed him to Matt Carpenter. I just felt like I wasn't getting the right feel for the Schwarber swing. Another pretty good swing. This guy's playing to his ballpark for sure. A lot of these could have been home runs to center, but I'm okay with it. I don't want to start trying to pull the ball and then get into bad habits, especially with a 3-0 lead. Look, if I needed to take some more risks, I might try to pull the ball, but for now I'm just trying to use the center of the field. Because meter pitching, there's the advantage of that's true. I haven't even talked about that. That's a big one. 2 strike options. I'll see if he can make that play. He kept running. 2 strike options. Yes. Because there's strikeout pitching, but then there's also pitching to contact with 2 strikes, which can also be an advantage. I could definitely do a video on that. Because eventually you're going to notice that a lot of these players, when I strike them out, it ends up being like hanging curveballs or something. And they don't always put good swings on. Or what I was going to say is, sometimes they're just able to foul off pitches off the plate when you're trying to wipe them out. Or like pitches like that on 2 strikes. It just doesn't do anything for you. So, that's a good idea. 2 strike pitching. Should I do a 2 strike hitting video as well? I don't think I've done that, have I? 2 strike hitting was a pretty big strength of mine. Definitely pre-patch. I wouldn't say anymore, but I only strike out like once a game usually. That was lucky. It was a good pitch, but he just didn't have the right approach on it. Let's see, 2 strike hitting.
Ball 1, no strike.
Solid content. Thank you. Hope you're enjoying. Drop. Nah, he put too good of a swing on that one. I was hoping just to hit it off the end of the bat and have it drop. Let's see if Chipper can have a good swing today. I'm gonna try to go back and add some tags to this video. I've been good about tagging my videos, but for some reason I just get lazy about tagging the live streams. Or I just forget. Ranked seasons, MLB The Show live stream. There we go. Alright guys, do I wait out this guy or do I force him to quit if he doesn't come back? I'll probably wait him out. Do I open World Series packs? If you guys are interested, like, I'm fine with that. I was trying to do something different. Wait it out. Alright. Because it's just something that everybody does. And I did do it on live stream last time. You wouldn't wait? Well, we need a tiebreaker. Well, my tiebreaker was that I was going to say that I will wait. Not bored at all. Not bored at all. I think it's fun. I just don't know if it's, you know, if you guys are interested in it, I'm definitely down to do it. I did it on stream last time because I know the people that... Alright, well, I quit anyway. Are usually here. And I was hoping to catch you guys for that. But I could do a video for it. Especially towards the end of the year, you're right. If I'm doing fewer of these advice videos. I don't want to call it filler content. But it kind of is. That's just the thing. The other thing is I'm going to be... I'm going to start making my past... That's 3 quits, I believe. We're 3-0 today. I'm going to make my past live streams after a couple weeks. I'm going to make them unlisted just to keep the channel a little bit less cluttered. So I know, like, Flatwoods, you like to go back and watch some of the live streams or parts of them if you're not able to make them. So I want to leave those up there for like a couple weeks for people to come back and watch. For some reason, I didn't expect it. But I have been looking at like analytics and stuff, and people are going back and at least checking out some of the live streams after they're finished. So I will leave those up for a couple weeks and then just make them unlisted. Sweet. And then I'll probably just put a link, like if you wanted, I don't know, a couple weeks later or whatever, wanted to go back and watch it. Then it'll still be available, it just won't be available on the channel page. My Immortals, so I'm trying to get the Babe. I just started Albert Bell. Rob Nen, I've got about like 30 holds left and then about 30 saves probably as well. And I'm only about 10 holds away with left-handed hitters from, what's it called? 10 holds from Diamond Wagner, Billy Wagner. So I want to add him to the bullpen as soon as possible. Rob Nen's probably going to be my closer if I'm good with him. Just enjoy chilling. Sweet. Yeah, you guys are always here. It's awesome. Glad you guys like to spend your day off with me. Or time off, free time. I know Flatwood's got the day off. Ooh, we walked the leadoff batter. I'm scared of that Matt Carpenter, man. His swing is just, it feels like it can crush anything. Stealing, huh? Let's see what we got here. What are you doing, Albert Bell? What is... Oh, man. Like, he definitely could have thrown him out. True. I haven't really thought about that, but I've paid 0 stubs for my starting pitchers other than whatever I had to exchange for the career arcs. But that's true. You don't go out anymore? That's cool. Me neither. Oh, hittable. For some reason, I just get like in weird... Oh, wow! Goodness. That dude flew. I don't have the live stream open. I gotta... Hold on. Nope, I missed it. Wow. I want to go back and watch this one. See that? That's like the third advantage I just saw. We were talking about how good the second baseman is versus the right shortstop at second base. And that's like the third thing that we've seen in the last couple games, which has just been way better for this new guy. Think how awesome I'd be with those pitchers. I'm trying to get there, man. I've just been slow to get to those guys. Wow, that was a nice play. How good would I be with those pitchers? Man, I can't wait to get those immortal pitchers. The problem is this year I've been trying not to no-life it, which has kind of happened anyway. But I'm not even a 100 diamond yet. So I'm kind of proud of that a little bit, that I don't have 100 diamond, because usually I end up no-lifing and get to 100 diamond or whatever the max level is within a couple weeks. Not a couple weeks, but pretty soon. Just off of it. Hold off. You're at 52. It's pretty good. Diamond 52? I mean, I'm still diamond. Like, I'm right around where you are. I might actually be a diamond 52. So I'm pretty close, but like, I don't know. They used to only go up to a level 30. Right, so it wasn't even like you couldn't even go through gold, bronze, silver, gold, diamond. It was just 0 through 30 was all the XP, and we would get to that point in about 2 weeks, and then you're just sitting at level 30 for about 6 months. It was really weird. Then they did the captains thing a couple years ago. Is that what you have for Damis? The captains for the XP? I thought that was kind of cool. There was a lot going on in the ticket counters, but you would have to do like specific missions to get XP bonuses for your certain captain, and that was just an additional grind that nobody really wanted to do, but it was cool. Like, it was like a David Ortiz grind where you have to hit bombs with like dudes over 6'6", 240 or something like that, and there were only a few of those guys, so it wasn't really worth doing, but it was cool. It was a cool thing that they did. And then this year they kind of, or the last couple of years, they've done some more expansion of the XP, which is fine as well. Like people like me who, you know, play the game a ton and do a lot of missions, but I'm still not a level 100 diamond. I think that's actually good, a good pace for how they've set the XP counter this year. You just kind of have to have those guys in your lineup, yeah. And it was just because it was so weird. It was like random dudes that there's only like 5 of them in the game or something.
Outside, that's a ball.
This guy's not throwing strikes. This is the first one I've been playing today. You don't have to do anything with them, just have them in your lineup. Oh, okay, gotcha. Like innings or something like that. At-bats. Let's see if he can get a... Not quite. Well, this dude is hitting 500, but I think most of that has been on rookie offline. Alright, let's get a good swing on here. Or not. There we go. That was one of those pitches I don't usually hit. It was a little bit up, but yeah, not bad. I didn't yank the PCI as much as I usually do. This CC Sabathia has an ERA of 4.28. Boom indeed. Get in the hole. Nope. Let's throw him a fat one. I can't hit it. Don't want to just root for the best teams of figuring it out. Put a name into a hat. You know what you should do? Is you should root for the White Sox. I'm not sure if they have Venezuelan players, but they do have a lot of Cuban players, a lot of Latino players, and they suck, so you won't be rooting for the best team. You'll be rooting for the worst team, but they'll be good in a couple years. Braves fan since 1982. So you've seen some ups and downs. I became a White Sox fan, like, so people would ask me in school or whatever, are you a White Sox fan or a Cubs fan? But I didn't really watch baseball at the time. I played baseball, but I didn't watch it too much. So I would just tell people that I was a White Sox fan. This was, I think the first time I decided I was a White Sox fan was like 3rd grade. And they won the World Series when I was 9, which would have been 4th grade. I don't think it was 4th grade. I thought it was 5th grade. Probably 5th grade. Alright, we tied it up. Chipper against lefties is so good. So yeah, so I was a White Sox fan a little bit before they won the World Series, but I can confidently say that it wasn't because of the World Series that I became a White Sox fan, which is what I'm trying to get to. I wasn't trying to be a fair weather fan or anything like that. But the problem is I didn't watch baseball when they did win the World Series. Got that good cheese past me. Yeah, he threw like a sinker on the inside half. It wasn't actually a bad pitch. He was trying to get it to tail back over the corner, which he did. But Chipper really hits those inside pitches well. He brings those hands in. He can turn on those pitches, so can't throw that pitch to Chipper, not at all.
Nope, all one.
So I didn't get to watch the World Series for the White Sox or really enjoy it. And there we go. Piazza's getting in on it too. So basically, it's just been the first year that I started watching was 2008, which they did make the playoffs, which was cool. They had the blackout game and everything. A one-game playoff with the Twins, I believe. Ugh. They had a one-game playoff with the Twins. They lost to the Rays in the first round, and they haven't been back to the playoffs since. So 10 years of despair. They've put together some like decent teams. There have been many times where I was watching like preseason baseball or something like that, and they'll be like, "So, Paul Konerko, what do you think about the talent on this team?" And he'll be like, "Well, this team is way more talented than the team that won the World Series, so I feel good about it." And then we'll go like 500 for the season. And that happened like multiple times. Can he catch this ball? Nah. I felt like it was gonna get hung up a little bit, but not quite. You call that Piazza? Nice. I wasn't sure. The chat's a little delayed, but good call, good call. Piazza versus the lefties, man. He's still as good as it gets. It's just against righties. Today he's had good swings, which is nice. So maybe he's about to turn it on. Jammed him. Let's see if we can get that ball. Yep. There are only two good teams here, so when they ask me for who I root for, I say one of the worst teams. It's kind of awkward. Yeah, I guess you're in a bad position. Whether it's the good team, then you're like, ooh, you're just rooting for the fair weather. And then if you pick the bad team, you're like, oh, why are you picking the bad team? It's a bad team. I have Chris Sale, I do not. See if we can make this play with Albert Bell. Oh, he's going to go to second. Smart play. I thought for sure he was going home. But that was smart, especially with one out. I should have seen that coming. He's got Mike Schmidt up next. You know what? I'm gonna intentionally walk him. I don't know if I need to, but if I can get Mike Schmidt out, like on a double play, that would be great. If not, he's got the pitcher up next. But he might pinch hit since he's already given up 4 runs with ZZ. Beautiful. That's about as good as you can get. I'm not sure how good the pitch was, but oh, high inside sinker. So yeah, now he's got the advantage. If he wants to bring someone in, he's probably going to bring in a lefty. He's got his advantage. Schwarber. Is this ticket counter Schwarber? It is ticket counter Schwarber, I think. Let's see. Gotta locate this pitch. Nice. Let's get this. There we go. Let's see if he quits. I don't think he will, but some people rage. Some people definitely rage. Sale is cheese here in 16. The White Sox sale at 16. Before we traded him. That's a good pitch right there. Fastball just off the corner. It looks good enough to hit, but you're going to hit it off the end of the bat every time. That's a good pitch. That's a good pitch too. If you guys can master that pitch, the fastball that's just off the plate, that's so devastating. Especially if it's a fast fastball. I've been trying to tinker with it recently. You've probably seen me do it on stream. Try to get the guy leaning on the outside fastball. You wish I used analog so you could teach me how to be consistent? I can... Yeah, there's not much I can do with that. I don't even know the intricacies of it. Like, is it really bad if you miss your spot? Because I've seen people like pull down and then try to pull up to that side but go all the way off in the other direction, and they don't get penalized for it too much. So I'm just like, I'm wondering what really is the key there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Not 7 out of 10 times, I see. Oh, that would have been dirty. Good check. Yeah, unfortunately. I'm not sure I can be much help there. Watched a Beanie vid. How was it? I have a Beanie video saved for zone hitting, but I haven't watched it yet. Radamus is obsessed with his pulse pitching. It's really weird. I tried it on stream the other day, playing online rated in honor of Kevin, and it was just weird, man. Because it's not even like when you play 2K, you have to get the pulse to shrink all the way around the ball to where you can't see the shadow of it anymore. But for this pulse pitching, for some reason, it's just you just have to get it at its smallest point, which ends up being like about 5 times the size of the baseball, which is weird. If you had to do pulse pitching, you'd be murdered. Man, I would love if they adjusted their analog settings for next year. That would be so amazing. If they go to dual zone, not only for PCI placement, but also for running. Like if you put the PCI all the way to the end, he runs the fastest he can. But then if you put like, how do I show this? So like this much is all the way to the end, right? But if you were like this much a little bit before the end, should be significantly slower. That allows you to have all this range where you're controlling the center and you get to have like fine movement. And then your course movement's all the way out here, but then everything else is just fine movement. Drop. Oh, he took away the shift. I think that would be cool if they just kind of open up some of the space in between for fine movement in the analog. That's what they do for shooters. Not all of them, maybe, but some of them. It would help the center, controlling the center of the zone. I don't know if they will for the PCI. First of all, I don't know if that's something that they would think about. But if they do know about it, I wonder if they like how it is now, because you either have to look for the center of the zone or you can hit like borderline pitches, which I don't think is what the case is. I don't think they want that to happen. But it might be the case that they do want it, just because they want to force a person to either focus on the center of the zone or try to react to everything. So that they can't rely on one or the other. Like, or they can't do both at the same time, is what I mean. Because if they adjusted it, if you could hit center pitches and outside pitches, that might be like broken as well. So I could be wrong about that. Well, I think there's some adjustments they could make. All right, Piazza. Let's see if you can keep it rolling. I think he's up to the 260s now. That wasn't good. So a couple runs in the first inning and nothing after that. So that's good. There's a swing. I didn't yank it that time. I think I might have just moved it just enough. Oh, I didn't move it at all, apparently.
Ball, that's out.
He yanked that one too much. Again, same thing as last time. I was leaning on that outside pitch. Did I try Home Run Derby offline? I personally did not. I played a little challenge of the week this morning. Try to get some rust off. But I haven't done offline derby yet. I think the last time I played offline derby was like 7 years ago. And I was playing with my cousin and my little sister. And my sister beat us. She had never played the show before. And then she played Home Run Derby with us and beat us. I'm still scarred. Let's get someone warm. That's the nice thing about getting some quits. Ooh, Roberto Ozuna is boosted today, but we are going to warm them up, actually. Getting those quits allows you to get your bullpen warm. Challenge of the week in custom practice. Nice. How's custom practice been for you? Because some people have been saying that they only threw fastballs, but when I tried custom practice, they threw me a ton of breaking balls. So maybe they patched it or something. I'm not sure. Or maybe someone was just exaggerating. Because it is nice for getting pitches one right after the other. Challenge of the week is nice because you get some feedback of how you're doing. You get a mix? Okay. Wasn't sure. Oh. Edwin Diaz. Those were two good pitches. Unless I was sitting on it. Do we still have the practice modes? No. It sucks, man. Because they had like the Road to the Show type of custom practice modes, right? But they don't have that in 2018. Which I was like, when I was putting that video together, I was like looking through. I was like, where are these practice modes? But all they have now is like, you just go in and you face whatever pitcher from whatever team you want to face, play with whatever team you want to play. Pick your batter, that kind of thing, but it's like extremely basic. Those back control, discipline stuff, that was really nice. Do they even have those in Road to the Show anymore? Do you know, Flatwoods? I haven't played any Road to the Show this year. Actually, I played a little at the very beginning when I was loading up my player from 2017. But I haven't played much after that. Just played a little, yeah. I want to say they probably don't have it anymore because they changed how they did training this year too. But I could be wrong. Because it just doesn't make sense to me that they would get rid of it, or that they would keep it for Road to the Show, but then delete it from being able to do it outside of the game. He wasn't going to make that play. He's made some nice ones, but he's not going to make that. Good throw would have had him. I've been really bad about making outfield throws. They've been kind of lazy. Not focused. I probably should go to button accuracy, but I just don't want to. I'm too worried about lag when it comes to button accuracy. This is a ticket counter one. That's true. He does have Matt Carpenter, so he has to have this card. You do fine with button accuracy. Yeah, I mean, everybody uses button accuracy, so I'm sure it'll be fine, but I like analog. Oh, good pitch. He's pitching well with this Diaz. He hasn't made many mistakes, if any. There's one. It's over his head. Can we make it a third? Nah, he's already got the ball. I was looking for it, got it, and lined out. I was just sitting on the inside there because the previous righties had all gotten fastballs inside. So that's all I was looking for. Yeah, Mike Schmidt's going to make that play. Don Sutton's still going strong here in the 9th. I will warm up a closer, though. Probably Lee Smith. I could just roll with what's his name? Roberto Ozuna. I could just roll with him, but we're going to warm up Lee Smith instead.
Ball, that's inside.
That would have been a huge advantage for me if he swung at that one. I'm only one autograph baseball or bobblehead away from Stan Musial. But that's either going to take me to the end of the season or it's going to take me to at least another event, which I don't know when they're going to do. He's missed that fastball a couple times, kind of down the middle.
Counts 1-0. Inside, ball 2.
He's been doing good checking up that pitch. Let's throw a sinker low. I wish he had Stan. He's so nice looking. I used him in BR the other day, and his swing is so nice. Hittable. See what we can do here. He's been checking up on curveballs, but they've been inside, so let's see if he can vary one a little bit. That's pretty good. That's about all I needed right there. One out to go. Duke Schneider's up to bat. Snyder can hit this pitch actually. Let's get it low. Good. Alright, 4 in a row. 4-0 today. Piazza, he's had some good games today. GG, GG. We're up to 757. The glasses, you're right. I cannot disagree. Let's see what we got here. Fergie Jenkins is nowhere close. We only have 3 left with these. Some hats. All-Star Receiver's only a gold, so I'm not worried about getting him right now. Just got this Nolan Ryan. He's 89 overall. And I hauled off on the jersey exchange so I could get these 2 first once I finish the Sabathia program or some of these programs. Wagner, 13 holds left. So I'll probably get that tonight. Let's see. Stolen bases, strikeouts. Let's jump back in. I have not touched this event. Not interested whatsoever. The glasses are working. Dallas fighting Irish. Dallas fighting Irish. Interesting. Alright, so this guy's working his way up to Vlad. He's got Jake Arrieta, Adrian Beltre, take a counter Schwarber. Frank Thomas. The exchange with Dan was pretty fun yesterday. If I make World Series, you get 4. That is correct, but that means I have to wait all the way till September. If I had just done, like, I don't know, if I had just finished one more program, one more event, but I would have had to get like 25 wins for that. And then there was the first season when they had bobbleheads or something. I missed the first event, so I got behind early. Oh well. It's just a waiting game now.
Nope.
Apparently Babe takes forever too. He has a ton of innings pitched that you have to get. So that's not going to be fun either.
Count is 2 and 1.
Yeah, Dan is officially the boy who cried wolf. Anything he says now, I'm not going to believe him. Man. Those pitches were all decent. Perfect. 33 is a game. Where's Dan? He was here earlier. I think he was just here for a minute.
Nope. Ball 1. Ball 1, no strike.
Oh man. Probably you kids, so you understand. Yeah, that's fine. There were people like Kevin who got mad. Well, he wasn't really BSing either, but then there were people like Shay who was just saying random crap and then harassing people in the chat. But yeah, he was just being silly. And he's been in here enough to where, like, if he was really trying to do it just for purely for attention, then that would be one thing, but he's been around, so that's fine. Some good-hearted BSery.
Ball 1's the count.
Kevin came out of nowhere. That was super random, man. I don't think Flatwoods was here for the day, but Flatwoods, did we tell you about Kevin? You might have seen him in, like, if you were watching a replay of the stream. Oh, that might have been a strike over the plate. Nope. Yeah, so Kevin came in and he's like, one of the first things he said was just like, I'm 94-6. I was like, okay, I don't believe you. Oh, okay, get through. Nope. Jose Ramirez, MVP. Yeah, he came in. He's like 94-6, and he's like, I play online rated, and then like I got into an argument with him about why our online rated sucks. So I was like, I did provoke him, but then like he kept going, and I was like, dude, I respect your opinion, and if you want to play that, that's fine. But then he was like, he was just spamming the chat with his nonsense. So then I booted him. What else did you say, Radamus? Oh, man.
He's out.
I was looking fastball.
Ball. Man.
Yeah, online rated or die. But then we played online rated a couple days later in honor of Kevin.
2-0.
True, he did say that. And like, I see his point that, you know, like the diversity issue of lineups is kind of annoying this in Diamond Dynasty, but it's even more annoying in regular baseball. Oh, good swing. If you're playing online rated, there's only like, I don't know, 5 or 10 viable teams that you can use. And on those teams, not everybody's good.
Ball. That's inside.
So you have like dead spots in the lineup where you can just do whatever you want. So there's only a few teams, only a few guys you have to worry about on those teams. And that's got to get boring pretty soon. If you're not going to play a ton of games, absolutely, that would be great. If you're going to play 100 games over the span of six months,
No, that's down.
that's probably good enough to enjoy it and not get bored by it. But if you're someone that plays a ton of games and puts a lot of time into the game, then honestly, Diamond Dynasty, especially at the beginning of the season, is way more diverse.
Ball. Inside.
Wish he could have been there. Yeah, that dude, he got mad.
Three balls.
That was also the game I was losing like 9-2. Bad pitch. He was looking sinker, so I got away with it. Because he hit that when I threw the sinker in the same spot with Schwarber, he hit a home run. So I think he was looking sinker again. Got underneath it. Hit it hard. That was kind of strange. Played online rated because you're getting killed in Diamond Dynasty. Ooh.
D-Rod.
I wonder if there's like a big community just for online rated on Facebook or whatever.
That's a
'Cause most
ball.
people play like Diamond Dynasty. You know, it'd be hilarious if they remove it from the game. Like they removed online franchise. What if they got rid of it for next year? So they force everybody to play Diamond Dynasty.
2 balls. 2 strikes.
Kevin's their leader. He boots anyone from the group that doesn't care for it.
On attack.
No, he goes into Diamond Dynasty chats and gets mad at people.
Ball. That's off the plate.
See if we can get a good swing off. I've been on top of a lot of pitches, or way underneath, I mean, with Albert Bell. So let's see if Albert Bell can hit one of these sinkers. Nice. That was not a sinker. You can even see where that ball landed. It was so deep. 113 off the bat. What was the distance on that? I didn't see it. I forgot the distance tracker is back. Boom! We got a tie ball game. Good swing down the line.
Ball's foul.
Just a little bit late. I felt a little bit early on that, actually. Brought my hands in too far. I like how Mookie Betts comes up to the plate looking like he's drunk. Looks like he's gonna fall over. Oh. Just let him put the bat on the ball. Boost this fastball a little bit. If he throws another foul ball, I'll throw a sinker on the next pitch. There we go. Some people like to take to 2 strikes with their pitcher, which is fine if you're trying to work the count and stuff, or work the pitcher's pitch count for later in the game. But if you swing and miss at pitches, you're going to let their pitch confidence get way up. So you saw my fastball started at about a quarter, and then it finished at about 2/3 confidence just by throwing it to one batter. So consider that. If you're seeing fastballs, just try to hit an early grounder. If you're not planning, well, if you are planning on trying to work the pitcher, that's fine. But if you're just trying to get, I don't know, if you're just swinging at everything or whatever, just go ahead and swing early in the count with a pitcher, because you don't want to give the guy his pitch confidence back up. You like to Schwarber in the ticket counter, but you don't want to miss on something better. Yeah, they've been really secretive about that this year. Nolan Ryan's getting good swings off. Could be a 2-minute video. Swinging with the pitcher. I could do that. I'll have to do some more research on that, but let me write that down.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Short info videos. That would be cool. I think that would be a cool thing to do in the off season. Well, something like that I'll probably do a little bit earlier. But I think that's a good idea to do like 2-minute short videos in the off season about this game, but leading into next year. So you have like a prep for 2019. Yeah, between 18 and 19. Kind of also recap some of the stuff that we talked about this year. Honestly, the thing is, like, I have covered a lot of things, and like I said, baseball is kind of simple. There's a lot of nuances that I can talk about, which we definitely will. But the big things like the plate discipline, PCI movement, and that kind of stuff, I'm just wondering how much I can add, what can we do moving forward, because I think I'm just going to like redo those videos for each year. Some of the stuff will kind of be the same, but I might just end up redoing those videos. First of all, not like people that like recently sub will probably not go back and watch all those videos, and there's probably stuff that's going to be changing from year to year. So I think it'll be important to do. So I'll have to keep that in mind as well. You have 12K tickets. Yeah, they did do... So, okay, so last year the Beltron was like 15K, right? But a lot of people haven't spent any tickets this year and are probably around where you're at. I think I'm around there too, around 12K. So I'm just wondering, is it even possible for them to do a Beltron card? Because we just don't have the same amount of tickets that we did last year. Not necessarily Beltron, but a Beltron type of card that's just really good, really expensive in the ticket counter. Do you know what's the most expensive card right now? Is it the Dave Winfield, and how many tickets is it? If you happen to know off the top of your head. because it's a 92 overall, and just wondering how much more could a card be worth. I've been thinking that they're going to do some kind of Immortal program for Ted Williams. 8,000 stubs, tickets. I'm thinking they're going to do an Immortal Ted Williams. Wow. I guess it's worth picking up that Schwarber. Curveball off the plate. 84 overall. 94, I mean, sorry. And I don't think they're going to straight up just put an Immortal in the ticket counter, because they like us to grind for it, right? So I'm thinking it's going to be like the Future Stars program from last year, where you have to pick up cards, do missions with those cards, and then after you do a bunch of those, then you get your card. So there might be just like random cards in the ticket counter that we have to pick up in order to do missions for them, and then we get the Ted Williams card. I have a feeling that's how it's going to be. So there might not be a big time card. Ooh, stay fair, nice. There might not be a big time card this year. Just a bunch of little cards that we have to pick up in order to get to that Immortal. Right back at him from the outside curveball. He threw a curveball in basically the same spot, just to a right-handed hitter. Stay fair. Might get caught. Oh! Stayed fair. Back to back. Tied up the game. Let's see if we can get the ball up a little bit. He knows that I hit the fastball up and in, so he probably won't throw that the rest of the game. Oh man, just missed it. Dude, man. I won't disagree. Appreciate the love. Everything moved. Oh. That time it's not going to drop below. Of course not. Why would it? Hittable. We got a tie game though. He's throwing 51 pitches through 3 1/3. Not bad. That's bad. I've just been sitting in stupid positions today. I'm like half cross-legged with a knee up on on the armrest. Stay fair. Nope. Starting to like this Albert Bell card. Maybe not. I yanked my PCI just slightly to the left. If I went straight down with it, that probably would have been gone. Alright, so my sinker is fully effective right now. So I gotta throw some other stuff, because he's probably looking for it right now. He did hit the curveball for a home run. He has hit a sinker for a home run as well. But since I've established the sinker, I can go to the fastball. And should go to the fastball, because he's got to back off the sinker a little bit. Now I'm in a bad spot. Alright. Let's get the pitcher up next. Let's throw a little low fastball, trying to get him to pop it up. 3-1 pitch. There we go. Alright, he's going to keep Arrieta in. Let's throw a curveball. Haven't been locating this curveball too well. I'm surprised the circle change is not as confident as I would think. Throwing some good pitches with it. I just haven't thrown it enough, I guess. Guess he was looking for it. You don't pitch well with that Arrieta. It was such a nice card last year. I don't think I pitched well with him either. They say that he shows the ball really early, and because of that, like, it's easy to pick him up. I don't know if that's true. Apparently on the PS4 Pro, someone said that you can actually, is that gonna be fair? Oh man. You can actually see whether, like, he has 2 or 4 fingers on the ball, so you can pick up what kind of pitch it is. I don't know if that's true, but, like, that'd be pretty crazy. I'm gonna try to do that for the next couple innings. See if I can actually pick up what pitch it is. Sinker. There's definitely 2 fingers on the ball. Let's see what he's got. That's a changeup? No, it's a curveball. He did have a different grip. Like, you could actually see that. Curveball again.
Yep, that ball went out.
Curveball. Slider.
Ball that's outside.
There's a little, he's got like a claw grip when he's throwing a breaking ball. It's a slider again.
3-2.
Breaking ball. So there's something to it. Breaking ball. Oh, that's a sinker. Never mind. They all look the same. They all look the same to me. We're gonna stop doing that. At this stage of the game, I could try to work the pitcher a little bit more. 67 pitches through 5 innings. I could take a look at a bullpen and see what he's got. I just hit 3 solo home runs this game, and that's it. Honestly, sometimes that's all you have to do. So yeah, I made him work, but he got his effectiveness, his confidence up. That kind of sucks. Dobie's a good card. I'm not going to throw him a curveball. Dobie can hit the curveball. Looking for it, got it, hit it hard. But, right at my dude. My dude KG Jr. KJ? KJ Jr. No, it is KG. Never mind. I was going to say KJ doesn't sound right. There's the swing I wanted. Let's get some runs. Indeed. He's got the right side open. Let's just hit a base hit through the right side on a sinker or a curveball. Let's see what pitches he's throwing. Lots of sinkers, a lot of sliders, a lot of curveballs, a lot of changeups. So he's throwing a little bit of everything, except for the fastball. Which means we need to start working for some hanging pitches. He's just throwing everything off the plate. There it was. I was looking curveball. There's a swing. But it's in his glove. Duke Schneider. Alright, so this guy, he's, the most hittable pitch he's throwing is his slider. So I think I'm going to look for it this bat. I just don't know if he's going to throw it to Griffey. After this inning, I'm going to go back to pitch analysis. Yep, that was the slider. I think that's the only really hittable pitch he's throwing. He's hung a couple of sinkers, but for the most part, it's just been a slider. That was dumb. Gotta be careful to this Schwarber now. Let's pitch him up in the zone a little bit. Hopefully he's not looking up there. He was not. Alright, and now I'm going to try to bury a couple sinkers, circle changes. There's one. Let's get this one low and out of the zone. Alright, curveball and a buried as well. And then we'll see from there. Check to swing. I'm going to go fastball, make it look like it's going to be a sinker. Hopefully can pop it up. Didn't get much of that ball.
What do you got?
Yes. Yeah, Schwarber's accounted for all of his runs, so I had to be careful there. But Beltre against righty is pretty good.
Ball one, no strike.
Good pitch. Do you think some people use directional hitting? Not at the top. I think it's definitely a viable option. Very few. We were talking about Razor Sharp. I believe he said he's a top directional hitter. I could be wrong. He was using PCI when I was watching his stream, but I would not be surprised if there were a few, but the vast majority are going to be zone hitters. I think directional, depending on how patient you can be, it can carry you through quite a bit. But I don't know if it's going to be the thing that gets a lot of people up top. I was trying to switch to analog yesterday. Challenge mode is what we were doing. The guy that killed your BR run was hitting everything. Yeah, man, we took the lead. Just missed that slider, though. Maybe he was using directional. Maybe. It's possible. It's the 7th inning, I believe. Yeah, bottom 7. Looks like a slider. Get through. No way, Jose. I don't know. If you're throwing a lot of pitches off the plate, or like borderline pitches, it's probably zone. Ryan's been okay for me. He's about halfway through his energy, so I definitely will warm somebody up, though. You played him before several times. Maybe someone was playing on his account. There's a dude yesterday, B-Dragon, who got caught saying that he beat Pitching Rebel even though he paid someone to do it. He says it's not true, but there were screenshots. Maybe someone's playing on the dude's account. I wouldn't assume that he is, but yeah, it's possible that he just changed something up. Maybe he was using directional before and then switched to zone. Because if you were pitching well, if you feel like you were throwing pitches on the corners and borderline, you're still heartbroken. If you're throwing pitches on the corners and he was hitting them, definitely not directional, I think. But if you're pitching stuff down the middle and he was hitting it, could be directional. I don't have enough experience with directional to say quite. With what's the word I'm looking for? With conviction? I guess that works. Look at that pitch. Not a bad pitch either. That was low and off the plate, but Bagwell's got a nice swing. But it's can't do enough with that pitch. Two good pitches to Bagwell in a tough spot. Let's get him leaning. Let's see if we can get a double play on this pitch. Too far off the plate. He hit this pitch before. Let's see if we can get even lower. Nice. There we go. That's one. And not going to be two. Yeah, he's still on... Radames is on PS3, and in 2016 they had a 20-win reward, so it wouldn't stop at 12. It would go all the way to 20, which kind of sucks. But he did get... Oh, well, let's see if we can catch this ball. It's going to be off the wall. Not going to catch it. Is that a tie ball game? Probably should have brought someone in after I gave up that next one. High fastball that time. Alright, we're going to cheese him. Alex Wood. Yeah, he went 20-1 after that. I need to watch that video, man. Okay. Well, we got a tie game going to the 9th. Alex Wood is off the ticket counter. He and who else did I get off the ticket counter? I got Vlad, Gold Vlad off the ticket counter. Those are the only two purchases I've made. The only reason I got Vlad was to do the right fielder grind. Splitter, four-seam slider. Bruce Sutter. I'm looking slider first pitch. It was a splitter. There's the slider. He's not messing around. There it was. Splitter's filthy. A lot of people are saying this is the best reliever in the game. I'm going to have to go to left field with a fastball in order to cover the splitter. You have Sutter? Nice. Yep, like you said, my bullpen's not quite there. How do you get Sutter again? Is he from like the Cubs collection or something? Oh. Oh no. Oh no. That sucks. He's got his double play pitch though, so let's see what happens here. I'm gonna steal. I don't often steal with Chipper. I actually never have, but he's got good stealing. But now it's a 1-2 count, and he already threw his 2 hanging pitches, or 1, 2. I was lucky to get a third. He's not locating his splitter very well, but he's going to throw a fastball. Never mind.
Count 2 and 2.
If he does throw a fastball, I have to go right field. Whoa, he just fed me splitters, man. I was thinking he was gonna mix it up at some point.
1-0.
I gotta look for something up, I think.
Ball! That pitch is out.
That pitch dipped hard. He's going lefty to Brad Hand.
Ball! That's out.
I got a take, I think. Yeah. Let's see if he pitches to Piazza. That's a mistake if he leaves Brad Hand in. Nope, he's going to switch. Maybe Cubs team. Okay. Oh, man. It was hittable, too. That was the pitch I was looking for. Alright, I'm gonna go with Ozuna, and then Jake McGee's gonna come in next. He might bring in someone else to face Jake McGee. Once I get to Schwarber. Might pitch hit, but we'll see. The lefty's better against Adrian Beltre anyway. Oh man. That could have been hit a long way if he was looking for it. It was not a good pitch at all. Nice. Dirty. Alright, let's see what he does here. He's going to keep him in. Or not. There is a delay when the other person comes up to bat. There's a little delay where, like, they're... I forget what it's called. But their stats come up on the little screen. So there's a little delay. And even if it looks like you've been waiting for a few seconds, on their end, that wasn't a terrible pitch. On their end, it looks like you quick pitch them, even if it's not the case. We're going to have to dig deep in the bottom of this inning. Who's coming up for me? I think Stargell's leading off. Weak arm. The other dude food would have made that. Curveball off the slider is usually a good strikeout pitch. It was in the dirt. There we go. All right. Stargell's up. Brad Hand still pitching. Yep, I wasn't gonna pinch hit for Stargell because he can hit lefties, and because if I had pinch hit for him, he would have brought in a righty anyway. Let's get Victor Robles up at first base. Wait, did I actually pick the right guy? I don't know. Let's see if he brings in a righty. He's going to bring in another lefty, Andrew Miller. We're not stealing here. Oh, he was a good swing. Alright, what do we want to do here? DudeFood is up. After that is Mike Schmidt. We have Duke Schneider. But we're going to have someone hit for... Jake McGee as well. So we're going to go Frank Thomas. If he brings in a righty, that's okay too. But he's not going to. He's going to try to pitch to Thomas with the lefty. I checked that. Question is, do I want to steal? The answer is no. I do not want to steal. I want him to slide step, and I want to throw a hanger. And we're going to go yard for the walk-off. That was the plan all along. Yeah, that's a double, you guys. Let's go for the highlight. We're going to highlight reel today. This was a nice play. But that was the highlight of his game. Ooh, man. Schwarber to center. Check my pitching. What should I check? I want to see if he actually threw bad pitches. Homer to left. 450. That was a bomb. Was that third deck? Why would he leave in a lefty? I don't know. I wonder if I can check his bullpen remaining. Like, Frank Thomas just has an absolute broken swing against lefties. He can hit anything. Yeah, I did want to see if those were actually bad pitches or not. Shows the other team's best plays. What's up, Killer Red Sox? Welcome to the stream. We just walked off with Frank Thomas. Perfect time to come in. Dobie tripled to right. That was a brutal one for me. I tried to get it up and in, but I did not. And then it took a bad hop. There was no play happening there. I don't know why they let the highlight keep going. But I want to watch this because, what happened here? Apparently, oh, there was a run around third with 2 outs. The Napoli homer, that was brutal. That was brutal. I do want to look at those because I didn't feel like some of those were bad pitches. So I'm going to look at that in a second. But Stargell let off the inning with a base hit up the middle against the lefty. Frank Thomas walked it off. That was beautiful. That's what I like doing. I like bringing in that runner to first base and then just keeping him there so that he throws slide step a few times. And then he just gets hit by it. Alright, let's see all my hits. All of his hits, I mean. So, result, home run. Can I check home run? No. Oh well. But he did have one hit that was low and off the plate, low and in. Those are generally not great pitches, but that's fine. Ooh, 5-0 today, guys. The prediction was 6-0. Radamus says it's all because of the glasses today. I have a hard time disagreeing with him. Let's see if we got anything. Wagner, left-handed holes. No, Jake McGee had the win, I believe. Probably nothing going on here. Do I have any packs? No. Let's get back into it. Rank seasons. I'm starting to get hungry though, which is not good. You're starving. Should we take a snack break? Let's back out of this. I'm gonna grab a snack really quick. I'm gonna eat like 4 chips in the kitchen so you guys don't hear it. But I'll be back in a sec. What's for dinner today? I gotta make some pasta. I ended up making a frozen pizza yesterday and eating the whole thing, which was really bad. But we're gonna take literally just 1 minute, eat a few chips. Alrighty. That's not going to hold me over for too long, but it's good enough as long as we're winning games. I should have bought some better snacks. Alright, we got an opponent early this time. Those chips sound great. Could you hear them all the way from the kitchen? Come on. This guy was looking for a worse opponent. The chips were popcorn chips, actually. So they were like corn chips, like made of corn. I was so far away though, how could you hear that? They were popcorn chips, so they were airy and light, which is not good because I need something to fill my stomach. But they were like popcorn flavored too, so it was kettle corn flavored. And then I also have a white cheddar flavor. It's pretty good, pretty good. This is what they look like. This was a bag from yesterday, which I did not throw out. because I'm gross like that. Popcorn or kettle corn, and it's backwards, so that's okay. Do I eat a lot? I should eat more. But I love eating food. Like this weekend, man, I ate so much food. But my family has high cholesterol, so I have to eat less bad food. You like kettle corn, dirty White Sox fan? All kidding, how you doing? Good. We are 5-0 today. Welcome back, Dominic. We missed you. What we're doing, we're 5-0. Let's increase this window a little bit. Just try to get something. The last dude, I found a dude within like 2 seconds, and then he quit out, or he backed out of the game before we could start. But dude, that kettle corn is so good. I've been really into salt and vinegar chips recently. If you get the right brand, it's so good. I remember them sucking before, but they taste really good now. I guess I'm getting old. But I have some white cheddar chips. If I don't find an opponent in like 3 seconds, I'm going to open up a new bag of chips and eat some more chips. Actually, maybe I'll grab a yogurt. What's my favorite chip? Sour cream and onion, sour cream and cheddar. Ruffles chips. Those are my favorite. The pepper chips to make the salt and pepper chips. I don't like salt and pepper as much. Sour cream and onion has been my go-to, but when they did sour cream and cheddar, that's just been amazing. I like Takis as well, like flaming hot with lime. Doritos Flamas. If you guys have had those chips, Doritos Flamas, I think they might be better than sour cream and cheddar. But Doritos Flamas, it's like flaming hot Cheetos flavored, but with lime. It's kind of like Takis, if you guys have had Takis. But man, those are next level. But I try not to eat too many snacks. I used to have Invisalign. Yeah, they're super local. Like, recently I found them in gas stations and stuff, in 7-Eleven, but before that I couldn't find it. The first time I had it was like 5 years ago in Florida. Power just went out? What happened? Is it raining? But I had Invisalign, so like for about 2.5 years, I just wasn't able to snack because I had to have the retainers in, and it was just a chore to take it out and put them away. But recently, once I got them off in the last few years, favorite snack to munch on? Chips are usually my go-to. Friendly quit, sure. Yesterday, I denied 2 friendly quits and they crushed me. I'm not going to do that anymore. But they were accidents. I wanted to actually accept those friendly quits. What else do I like to snack on? Chips are my go-to for sure. But I try not to have too much sugar. I like salty foods. My family doesn't have a history of diabetes or anything. Some of my family does have high blood pressure, which is affected by salt. Oh, we're playing Omar Hernandez. See if we can get a quality win today. That's tough, man. 5-0, playing Omar. Let's see how it goes. So it's interesting. My family has high blood pressure and high cholesterol, but not diabetes, which is weird because I like eating salty stuff and I like eating fatty stuff, but I don't care much for sugar that much, which sugar is related to diabetes. So it's Yeah, Omar's pretty good. When we went 12-0 or 12-1 in that event run a few weeks ago, Omar was the only person I lost to. I think he's like top 10 lifetime this year. Doing well, been grinding. Got the 86 Sabathia and the 87 Pujols. No 99 yet. Okay. Pujols is great. I think he's the best right-handed hitter in the game. Is that fair to say? I think so. Ooh, dirty. This Nolan Ryan, his 12-6 is supposed to drop straight down, but it's been getting some action going inside to lefties. But there's a pitch as well. Chipper in Piazza. Nice. He's got the old Astros logo too. It's nice. I've been working on the pitching at the same time. I'm trying to have my pitchers pretty quick. Nice. Are you going for relief pitchers? Or starting pitchers? Obviously you got the Sabathia, so you're going for a starting pitcher, but in general. Oh, that's not catchable. I threw too many fastballs yesterday. I think we went like 0-5 on stream, or like 2-5 on stream or something. No, we definitely had 3 losses, but we were playing challenge mode, so that's a little bit different. How is Chipper? I really want Chipper because in the game they keep saying that he's pretty much the best player from the past 20 years. Oh yeah, when he comes up to bat, like with the diamond card or whatever. Ah, that was a bad pitch. I was trying to get it outside, where it wouldn't have been as bad as a pitch, but it got up and away in the strike zone. Yeah. He's great. Chipper's great. He's really good at bringing the hands in, hitting inside pitches, but he's also good at hitting the outside pitch to the opposite gap. And then, yeah, you'd agree. Of course you would. But then against lefties, he's just amazing. Like against lefties, he crushes everything. Against righties, he's a very balanced hitter. He can hit for power, but he's also a very good line drive hitter. Against lefties, he just crushes everything.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
This might be the last game for me. I'm starting to get the shakes from hunger. I thought the chips would be enough, but it's not. I'm gonna go grab a yogurt.
Oh,
He would have walked me. Figure this won't be as loud or nasty to eat on stream, but I need to just get a big chunk in my stomach.
No balls, 2 strikes.
He did the thing with the bats and collected all the bats, traded them in, got the autographed bobbleheads, the 90 Sandberg. Ah. Yeah. Wait, so you did the bats, so did you get, did you get Stargell? Yeah, that was my question. Did you get Stargell? Because Stargell's amazing. If you got all of the bats. Schwarber's killing me. Okay, cool. Yeah, I felt like Ryan Sandberg's not that great. I wasn't going to go after him, but we'll see. Someone's at the door. I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm going to be right back. Some guy just came to my door, said he used to live here, and he had a credit card delivered, so I got to go downstairs, check the mailbox, but I'll be back in 5 minutes. I'm going to lose this game, aren't I? That sucks. Dang it. That's a bummer. At least he was already in World Series, so I only got a -20 for that. See you, Flatwoods. Going back through the chat. One of the junior didn't pick up the game 2 months ago. Tired of grinding. Working on starting an online business, eBay, business drop shipping. That's good, man. If you're making $750 a month with drop shipping, that's pretty good. I was actually looking into drop shipping a while ago. I didn't think it was for me, but it seems nice if you can be consistent with it. I think my cousin's trying drop shipping with her dad, with my uncle. All right, so we can count that as a draw, right? You can use US dollars, not a word, because of preparation, research, product research. Oh, believe it or not, it is a lot of work. Yeah. That's true. Oh man, not a good start. I think this is going to be the last game today. Last game of the day. Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it. I definitely was not willing to put that work in.
What do you got?
Let's see if we can get a swing and miss on this pitch. No.
We got 3 balls and 2 strikes.
How long did Omar wait before he forfeited my game? Thank you guys for sticking around, by the way. Bad pitch. I've thrown that pitch to JD Martinez way too many times and gotten hurt by it way too many times.
Count 0-2. Out. He's out.
He almost beat that out. That was strange. Man. He's throwing some nice sinkers on the corners. Because every time it looks like it's going to be hittable and just enough off the plate. Duke Schneider can only hit the inside pitches and then the low and away pitch. What am I going to school for? I'm going for engineering management in electrical engineering. And I don't care for it whatsoever. Oh man. Alright. Nobody out. Did I walk the leadoff batter last time too? First inning. Yeah, electronics, it can also be large scale because electrical engineering is it's got a lot of range. Like my dad's also an electrical engineer. He works on automation for like factories and plants and stuff, especially liquid systems. So like his client would be an asphalt company or something like that, and he has to automate their batching. Smooth. So it can be big like that, not just small electronics. It could be like the electronics for an entire plant. But yeah, you can also do like small electronics as well. So there's a big range. Personally, if I was gonna go forward and use my degree for something, I might do something else. I don't know. Like I've worked at his company for like 5 years during the summers, and it just seems really boring. I don't know if I could ever care about it, is the thing. What I would love to do is take something like this, the YouTube channel, like the video games that I want to make, tutoring on the side to supplement an income, and then work for like a non-profit or something like that. Or start a non-profit. I have a non-profit ideas. But I actually tried to start last year, but it just didn't work out. When you work with college kids, it's hard to get anything done. The machines and how the process is going to run. Yeah, so like, for the most part, it's his clients are people that already have a system in place. Like, so those asphalt companies already have their batching system. They're already doing something, but they're doing something manually. and then they want like my dad's company to come in and set it up so that they can just press some buttons and it gets the job done. So that's what they do. Actually, the machine's actually functioning. Like, I don't think he does anything in terms of creating machines or building machines or anything like that. He does program them, and he does a lot of. He's also in the management side right now, so he does a lot of project planning and the large-scale stuff, large-scale ideas and management.
Inside, ball one.
I started out in computer engineering, though. Yeah, exactly. I don't know if they do anything fancy like that. They have some standard stuff that they do, and then they go from there. But yeah, where they have where they have any kind of system that's been done manually, basically replacing workers is what they're doing, honestly. But it's also much more efficient. They can get a lot more done by having that automation. It's cool. I just don't know if like I can really care about it. But again, there's just so much that goes on in electrical engineering that I'm sure there's something out there for me that would be interesting. Hopefully the company passes the savings to the consumer. Wishful thinking. Trickle-down economics. That always works. Can we catch this? Ooh. Bell with the hops. This guy's been placing the sinker really well. Nothing leaking over the plate, everything inside. Brutal. Come on, Don. Get that base hit. No.
Nope, that's foul.
Love creating websites, selling stuff, making a profit, the whole process. That's good. The process is important. Are you a fan of Gary Vee? Ugh. You'd be lying if you knew who he was. That's okay. He's not like super famous, but generally, I think in your scope, people that like selling stuff and doing that kind of thing are interested in what he has to say. He's you know, like those guys that say like I don't know how to phrase it, but like there's like Ty Lopez and like those kind of guys. I'm not a big fan of those guys, but I like Gary Vee. The game is 0-0, fourth inning. So we're okay. He's throwing some good pitches. His sinker's been pretty good. And I've had some timely double plays, but let's see if we can get this one. Nah. But you might be interested. Gary Vaynerchuk is his name. He goes by Gary V. VaynerMedia. He's like all about what you're talking about. He's a businessman. But he does a lot of like mentoring and stuff. He's very good. Like if you're doing that kind of thing on the side, sometimes it's hard to keep motivation. He's one of those guys that he can help with motivation, but also he just kind of like he talks about the mindset and stuff. He's also big on like empathy and things like that, so I like that part about it. He's all about like you got to care about the people that you're trying to either get something from or work with, blah blah blah. Your audience, caring about your audience. Look into that tonight. I was going to ask you, how do you find it easier to hit curveballs when your player has the badge? Honestly, I have no idea which player has what quirks. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about, the badges, like the quirks and stuff. I have never paid attention to the badges. So I don't know who has what or anything like that. It might be the case, but I just don't know.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This guy's feasting on his sinker. Wilson Contreras or somebody else? I had really good success with Wilson Contreras early in the year when I was using him. He was very good for me. I wouldn't doubt that it helps. You're probably right. I mean, as long as there's an RNG aspect of it that they're literally telling you that he's better against curveballs, I'm sure it plays in somehow. For some guys, it's just the way that their swing is, but I'm sure that thing helps as well. I was about to dive for that one, but would not have been smart. Shortstop from the Mets, there's a bunch of people that have it, but also dead red with unfazed. Makes it a big difference, and pressure cooker. Which one's dead red and unfazed? Shortstop from the Yankees, Didi Gregorius. He's been pretty good too. I was gonna say, like, Ahmed Rosario, I think, has like 22 power. I don't even know if he's on the big league ball club right now. This guy's hitting some line drives. Yeah, I'm sure it helps. No doubt. Do we have a freeze? What's going on here? Dead red is he excels at hitting fastballs on phases. When there's 2 strikes and the PCI gets bigger, pressure cooker is when he's... Yeah, I figured it was dead red. There's somebody, when there's players on base, the PCI gets bigger. Okay. So that's all it is, it just increases the PCI size, not necessarily like, I don't know, increasing their rating for that point. Recently realized how important the clutch is, not only for the pitcher, for the batter, when people are on base. Yeah. That's one thing, especially last year when I played online franchise, I would always increase the clutch factor of my relief pitchers. Because I felt like that was a big deal when people come in with runners on base. What's up, Zero Man? How's it going? Do you go by Zero Man or Oman? Or Oman? We're going to wait for about 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. And then we're going to quit. Because I was losing, so that would be the thing to do. The guy who came to the door, I thought he was going to say that we were being too loud or something. You don't go by Zero Man? Why is it a 0 instead of an O? I'm pretty sure that's a 0, right? Yeah, that's a 0. You should go by Zero Man. It would be like a hero name. Makes the PCI smaller of the batter. Gotcha. You don't know, really. Oman. So what is it? Oman? No, so I thought he was going to say we were too loud or that we had to be quiet or whatever. Well, it turns out it was a guy who lives here, who lived here before, and he hasn't changed his address. So his credit card got sent to my mailbox. So I had to go down with him and check it out, and his credit card was not in the mailbox. But it turns out there were about like 7 different names in that mailbox. So I don't know when was the last time somebody checked that mailbox. But we're good on the sound, I guess. The people behind me have surround sound, and they're kind of loud at nighttime. In the evening, not like late night. So I would be surprised if they got upset. But there's someone behind this wall. I don't know if they're ever around. Your name is actually after the country Oman. Okay. So we're going to quit this game. That kind of sucks.